are harmful microorganisms and where microorganisms live and what are the importance of microorganisms. So first topic is where do microorganisms live? Microorganism can be single cell as well as can be multicellular. What do you mean by single cell? The organism which contains only a single cell are called single celled organism, just like bacteria, algae, and protozoa. There are two type of organism. First one is single cell and second is multicellular. In the single cell, it contains only one cell and in multicellular, it contains more than one cell and it is called multicellular. So microorganism can be single cell and as well as can be multicellular. So some algae and protozoa are multicellular and these are these are um these are the example of multicellular. Algae and fungi are example of multicellular and bacteria and some algae and protozoa are example of single cell. Again, I am repeating, microorganism can be single cell and can be multicellular. And what do you mean by single cell? Just for example, bacteria and some algae and protozoa, these are called single cell and this contains only a single cell and which contains more than one cell are called multicellular. And some algae and fungi are example of multicellular and they in all conditions they can grow in ice as well as in very hot condition. They can grow in both condition, hot condition as well as in ice cold condition. So they can grow in both condition, ice cold condition as well as in hot condition. And next is they are also found inside the bodies of animal and some microorganism grows on other organism while other exist freely. So microorganism can be single cell and can be multicellular. And what are the example of single cellular organism? Bacteria, some algae and protozoa. And what are the example of multicellular? Some algae and fungi. These are the example of multicellular. And they survive in all conditions and they survive in all condition, hot condition as well as in very cold condition. And some microorganisms exist freely and some microorganisms grow on other microorganisms. So they can grow in all condition as cold as well as in hot condition and they can exist on inside the bodies of the animals and some microorganism exist freely and some microorganism grows on another body. So there are the three positions where microorganism live: inside the body and outside the body and exist freely. So there are three conditions for the microorganism to live. First is inside the body and second is outside the body and third is they exist freely. Next is microorganism and us. Microorganism plays an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, where are some others are harmful. So microorganism can be helpful for us and can be harmful for us. So microorganism are can be helpful for us and microorganism can be harmful for us. They can be harmful and they can be as well as they can be beneficial for us. So some microorganisms are beneficial for us and some microorganisms are very harmful for us. The microorganisms which are helpful for us are called friendly microorganisms. The microorganisms which are which are very useful for us are called friendly microorganisms. What are friendly microorganisms? The microorganisms which are very useful for us are called microorganisms. And what are the uses of friendly microorganism? What are the advantages of microorganism? First, first uses is they are used in the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. First use is they are used for preparation of curd, bread, and cake. And second use is they are used to increase soil fertility of soil. First one is they are used in the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. And second is they increase the soil fertility of the soil. And next is they are used up to cleaning up the environment. And how do microorganisms clean up the environment? We will study it later. So there are three uses of a microorganism. First is they are used for the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. And next is they are used to increase soil fertility. Next is they are used in cleaning up of the environment. And next is they are used for the preparation of medicine. All medicine we take, and suppose antibiotics are made from the microorganism. So when we become ill, then we take some antibiotics, and these antibiotics are made from the microorganism. So there are four uses of microorganism. Firstly, they are used for the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. Second is they are used for the cleaning of environment. And third is they are used in increased soil fertility, and they are used for the preparation of medicine. And and the microorganism has another use. They are used in the production of alcohol, such as wine. They are used for the production of alcohol. So there are five uses of microorganism. First one is they are used to make bread, curd, and cake. And second is they are used for the production of alcohol. Third is they are used up in cleaning of the environment. Next is they are used to increase soil fertility. And next is they are used toward preparation of medicine. So these are the uses of microorganism, and these microorganisms are called friendly microorganisms. So there are five uses of microorganism. First one is they are used in the preparation of curd, bread, and cake. Second use is they are used for the making of alcohol, production of alcohol, such as wine. And next is they are used in cleaning up the environment. And next use is they are used in the preparation of medicine. And next use is they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. So these are the five uses of microorganism. And the microorganism which are helpful for us are called friendly microorganism. So these are the uses of microorganism. So how microorganism clean the environment? How microorganism clean the environment? So for example, we have organic waste, just like vegetable peels, any vegetable animals, and some other peels. And these are broken into harmless and usable substance by the bacteria. And these are in this way they clean up the environment. Question is how microorganisms clean the environment? They convert the organic waste, suppose vegetable peels, remains of animals, into usable substance. And in this way they clean the environment. Question is how microorganism clean the environment? Because microorganism converts all the waste into usable substance. And this is in this way they clean the environment. Suppose, for example, so we have loads of waste here and there. Suppose vegetables, peels, and remains of animals. These are all converted into usable substance, and these usable substances composed. And these, by with the help of microorganisms, so they clean the environment. So there are 5 uses of microorganisms. First one is they are used for the production of curd, bread, and cake. And second is they clean up the environment. Next is they increase the soil fertility. Next is they are used for the production of medicine. And they are used to increase soil fertility. Next use is how can it convert into making of curd and bread. How can it convert making of making of curd and bread? How microorganisms are useful in making of curd and bread? As we learned in class 7, milk is converted into the curd with the help of special bacteria. And these the special bacteria, suppose lactobacillus bacteria converts all the milk into curd. And so in this way these microorganisms can be helpful for the making of curd and bread. So lactobacillus is a bacteria which converts all the milk into curd. Suppose at night we will take some milk, and this is converted into the curd with the help of a special bacteria, and this bacteria is lactobacillus. And these when lactobacillus enters into the milk, and it multiplies in the milk, and it grows fastly one by one, and the quantity of lactobacillus increases, a quantity of microorganism increases, and so they are used in the production of cheese, pickles, and some or any other food item. So how can we produce curd? Curd is produced by the special bacteria lactobacillus. It converts all the milk into the curd. It converts all the milk into the curd. And there is a one question arise: microorganism grows in hot condition or in cold condition? Microorganism grows in microorganism grows in hot condition because they grow faster in very hot condition. Microorganism grow faster in the hot condition. So first use is they are used for the production of curd. And how curd is produced? Curd is produced by a bacteria, and this bacteria is lactobacillus, and it converts all the milk into the curd. And these are the another use. These are the another use of the. Is the sound audible? Is the sound audible, students? 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 They are used for the production of curd and bread because they contains the lactobacillus bacteria which converts all the milk into the curd. And they are bacteria are also used in the formation of cheese and pickles and some any other food item. And these are used for the production of curd, bread, and cheese, pickle, and some food item. And bacteria and yeast are also useful for the making of idlis. And yeast is also used for the making of idlis and dosa batter. And what do we mean by fermentation? We will study this topic at the back. So there are first use is microorganism has one use making of curd and bread. And how curd is made? Curd is made by a special bacteria, and this bacteria is called lactobacillus. These convert all the milk into the curd, and it also helpful for the making of many cheese pickles. As we see, some pickles are saved. How pickles are saved? And these are saved by the with the help of special bacteria. And these are also used for the making of cheese, pickles, and some any another food item. And the yeast and bacteria are also used for the making of idlis and dosa batter. Next topic is, so these are the friendly microorganism, and next is commercial use of microorganisms. Firstly, we will study activity 2.3. Firstly, we will take some half grown flour. Suppose we are taking some atta, and we can take maida also, and we can add some sugar and water into it. And firstly, we will take some powder. Firstly, we will take some flour, and then we will add some warm water, and then we will add some sugar. After adding some water and some sugar, we will add some yeast powder. After adding yeast powder, this will become raised. And this is the raised maida. And this is due to the adding of yeast powder. How yeast powder it raise the maida? Firstly, we will take some flour, and then we will add some sugar. And after adding some water, we will add some yeast powder. After adding yeast powder, this will convert into the raised maida. How it raised? Because yeast produce a gas, and which is a gas? Carbon dioxide. Because yeast produce a gas, carbon dioxide, because of carbon dioxide, these will raised. So yeast produce the gas, and which is the gas? Carbon dioxide. Because yeast produce the gas, and which gas produce carbon dioxide, and it produce carbon dioxide. Because of carbon dioxide, it increases its volume, so it will raise. So because yeast produces a gas, carbon dioxide, because of carbon dioxide, it is raised. So it increases its volume because of carbon dioxide. So there are two question arises. What is the role of yeast powder, and how can we make raised maida? So suppose we are taking some maida into the bowl, and then we will add some hot water, and then we will add some sugar into it. Then after adding yeast powder, and then maida is raised. Why it is raised? Because it produces a gas, carbon dioxide. Because of carbon dioxide, it will raise, and it increases its volume. And these are the uses of yeast, and it is used in the making industry for making bread, pastry, and cakes. Next is, what are the commercial use of microorganisms? Microorganisms are used for the production of microorganism has very great beneficial effect, which is the use. It is used for the production of alcohol. So microorganism can be used for the production of alcohol and wine and acetic acid. So microorganisms are used for a production of alcohol on a large scale, and it is also used for production of wine, and it is also used for the production of acetic acid. So these are the commercial use of microorganism. They are used for the production of alcohol on a large scale. Next is, yeast is used for the commercial production of alcohol and wine. So yeast is used for the commercial production of alcohol and wine. And for this purpose, yeast is grown on the natural sugar, and it is also present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, and crusted fruit juice, etc. So microorganisms are used for the production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid, and yeast is also used for the production of alcohol and wine. And how wine can be produced and how alcohol can be produced? For these purpose, we grow some yeast, on the natural sugar, and then it is converted, and then this sugar is converted into the alcohol. And this is shown in the figure. This is shown in the activity 2.4. So microorganism has a very beneficial effect for the production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid, and these are used for the production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid, and these are used for the production of alcohol and wine. For these purpose, yeast is grown on the natural sugar, just like for wheat, rice, and crushed food juice, etc. So microorganisms are used for the production of alcohol, suppose for the or wine and acetic acid on a large scale. And how wine and alcohol is produced? First, for this purpose, we grow some yeast on the natural sugar, just like in barley, wheat, and rice. So there is the activity 2.4. Firstly, we will take a 5 milliliter of beaker, and then we will add some water into it. Firstly, we will take 500 ml of water, and then we will add some water into the beaker, and then we will add some sugar, 2 to 3 spoonful of sugar into it. After adding the sugar, we will add some yeast powder into it. And firstly, we will take a 5 ml of beaker, and then we will take some sugar into, then we will add some sugar into it. After adding some sugar into it, we will add some, we will add some then we will add some sugar into it, and then after adding sugar into it, we add some spoonful of yeast powder into the sugar solution, and then kept it into the warm place for 4 to 5 hours. And now smell this solution. And what is the smell? And the smell of alcohol appears in the sugar solution, because these all sugar has been converted into the substance, and this substance is produced alcohol. So all sugar is converted into the alcohol, and this process is called fermentation. So what are the commercial use of microorganism? Microorganism are used for production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid. And these are also used for the production of alcohol and wine. And how alcohol is produced? Firstly, we will take a 500 ml of beaker, added with the water. After added into the water, dissolve 2 to 3 teaspoonful of sugar into it. After adding half a spoonful of yeast powder to the sugar solution, and kept it into a warm place for 4 to 5 hours, and then smell the solution. The smell of alcohol appears as sugar into an, because all sugar has been converted into alcohol by the yeast, and this process is called fermentation. And how alcohol is produced? Firstly, we will take a 500 milliliter of beaker, and then we will add some sugar into it. Then after adding sugar into it, then we will add yeast powder into the sugar solution, and kept it for 4 to 5 hours. Then all the sugar is converted into the alcohol, and this can be done with the help of yeast. Yeast convert all the sugar into the alcohol, and and this process is called fermentation. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is called fermentation. And which scientist found fermentation? Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur discovered the fermentation in 1857. So this is the scientist Louis Pasteur who discovered fermentation in 1857. How fermentation can be done? Firstly, we will take 500 ml of beaker. Then we will add 2 to 3 spoonful of sugar, and then we will add some water into it, and then we will add some yeast powder into it. After adding yeast powder, the all sugar is converted into the alcohol, with the help of yeast. And this process is called fermentation. And which scientist found fermentation? Louis Pasteur found fermentation in 1857. And what are the medical use of microorganisms? First one is what are the commercial use of microorganisms? They are used for the production of alcohol, and this process is called fermentation. And what are the medical use of microorganisms? What are antibiotics? When we became ill, then doctor gives you medicine, and this medicine is called antibiotics. And these can be taken either in the form of capsule, or either in the form of injection, or either in the form of tablets. So these are all called antibiotics. When we became ill, then the doctor gave you a medicine, and this medicine is called antibiotics. And these can be taken either in the form of capsule, or either in the form of injection, or either in the form of tablets. And these are all also made from the microorganism. All medicine are made from the microorganism. So first uses, they are a microorganism are used for the production of alcohol, and second is microorganism are used for the production of medicine. So how it works? When we take medicine, these medicines stop the growth of microorganism, which creates the disease. When we become ill, then we will take medicine, and this medicine is called antibiotics. When we take these antibiotics, then these antibiotics kill the disease causing microorganism. And then we will then all then these days a number of antibiotics are being produced from bacteria and fungi. Today we are creating a number of antibiotics produced from the bacteria and fungi. So these are the medicines: streptomycin, tetracycline, and anthromycin. These are the example of antibiotics. These are all made from the microorganism. And what are antibiotics? What are antibiotics? Antibiotics are made from the antibiotics are made from the microorganism. And how antibiotic works? When we take antibiotics, then they kill the disease causing germs. When we take tablets, either in the form of capsule, either in the form of injection, then we take these type of antibiotics, then these kill the all my disease causing microorganism. And some these are the example of antibiotics: streptomycin, tetracycline, and erythromycin. These are the example of micro antibiotics produced from the microorganism. In 1929, Alexandra Fleming is the scientist who discovered penicillin. So in 1929, Alexandra Fleming was the scientist which discovered penicillin, and this is also an antibiotic. And when he was doing experiment about green mold in culture plates, then these penicillin was prepared, and it is prepared in 1929. In 1929, Alexandra Fleming was a scientist who discovered penicillin, and he was working on the green mold uh, kept in the culture plates. Then he discovered mold penicillin, and this is discovered by Alexandra Fleming in 1929. Next topic is, these are commonly known as antibiotics, which are made from fungi and bacteria. So antibiotics can be prepared from the bacteria as well as from the fungi. And there are so many antibiotics. These are grown from the microorganism. So there are so many antibiotics which are produced from fungi as well as from the bacteria. So so there are so many antibiotics which are produced from the microorganism, and when antibiotics are even mixed with the feed of livestock and poultry to check microbial infection in animals. So sometimes antibiotics are used in the poultry to check whether animals have infection or not. To check infection in animals, we use antibiotics. Sometimes in the poultry farm, there can be diseases in microbial infection in animals, and these can be cured with the help of antibiotics. Suppose in the poultry farm, we have so much animals, and there can be microbial infection in the animals, and these can be also cured with the help of antibiotics. And all antibiotics are made from the microorganism. Next use is they are also used to control many plant disease. They are used to control infection in animal, and they are also used to control many plant disease. So what are the uses of antibiotics? Antibiotics are used for the livestock and poultry to check microbial infection in animals, and they are also used to control many plant disease. So what are the uses of antibiotics? Antibiotics are used antibiotics are used to check microbial infection in animals. And next is they are used to control many plant disease. What are antibiotics? Antibiotics are used for the microbial for checking for the cure for curing microbial infection in the animals, and they are also used to cure plant disease from the antibiotics. So antibiotics are helpful for the animal as well as for the plant. So micro antibiotics are helpful for the plant as well as for the animal. So these all antibiotics are made from the microorganism. Next is it is important to remember that antibiotics should be taken only on the advice of qualified doctor. So when we take antibiotics, then we have to consult a qualified doctor. For when we take antibiotics, we have to consult a qualified doctor. Next is also you must complete the course prescribed by the doctor. If you take antibiotics when not needed or in wrong doses, it may make the drug less effective when you might need it in future. So when we take antibiotics, you have to consult doctor once, and you have to take medicine according to the doctor. If we take excess dose of antibiotics or less dose of antibiotics, it can be harmful for us. When we take when we take excess amount of antibiotics or less amount of antibiotics, then it can create many problems in our body. So we have to consult doctor once for taking medicine antibiotics, and you have to consult for doctor first, and you have to take amount according to the doctor. When we take excess amount or less amount, then it creates many problems in our body. Next is also antibiotic taken unnecessary may kill the beneficial bacteria in our body. And antibiotics, however, are not effective against cold and flu as these are caused by the viruses. So antibiotics are what is the use of antibiotics? Antibiotics are used for the antibiotics are used for the production for how antibiotic works and how antibiotics are produced. Antibiotics are produced from the microorganism, and we have to consult doctor once for when we take antibiotics. You have to consult a doctor, and you have to take this medicine according to the doctor. When we take excess amount of antibiotics or less amount of antibiotics, then these may create many problems, such as example, they can kill the beneficial bacteria in our body. So, and if they kill special bacteria and necessary bacteria in our body, then they create problem such just like cold and flu. And these are, if we take excess amount of antibiotics, then they kill the important bacteria in our body and they are not effective. And so the antibiotics are not effective against cold and flu, and so then they create many problems. If we take excess amount of antibiotics, then they kill the beneficial bacteria in our body, and when we have cold and flu, then antibiotics will not work. Next topic is, what do we mean by vaccine, and what are antibodies, and how vaccine works. So next topic is, what are vaccine and how vaccine works, and what are the antibodies, and why are children given vaccination. As we know, what do we mean by vaccination and how vaccine work. These are the topic. Vaccine: when a disease carrying microbes enter our body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. As we know, when any disease carrying germs or microbes enter in our body, then these body produce a substance, and this substance is called antibodies. When we take a disease carrying microbes, suppose in our body a special disease carrying microbes, suppose a disease carrying microbes enter in our body, then our body produces antibody. Suppose a antibodies is producing to fight the invader. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again, and if dead or weakened microbes are introduced onto the healthy body, the body fights and kills the invading bacteria by producing suitable antibodies. So we have to consider the concept of how vaccine works. Suppose, why are children given vaccination? When we take some disease carrying germs, suppose a disease carrying germs enter in our body. Suppose a disease carrying germs are enter in our body, and these produce a antibodies, and these antibodies remain in our body. When another microbe enter into the body, then these antibody works. How it works? If dead or decayed microbes are